was born in that house. My parents moved here when my older brother was born, and they were starting a family. As a child, I grew up listening to earthquake stories. It was something that was always present. My mother used to take my brother and me to school early on her way to work at the market. She would leave us with a teacher for a while before the rest of the children arrived, so she could get to work on time. As the school was a little far from home, I always saw people getting up early to go to work. I would dream about growing up, being able to study and help others. I could not wait.
Cuando sea grande quiero ser ingeniera.
¿Ingeniera? Sí, Rosy. Pero tendrás que estudiar muchos años. Pero estoy segura que serás la mejor ingeniera y vas a ayudar a mucha gente.
Sí, sí.
As a child, you spend so many hours at school. It becomes your whole world. So experiencing an earthquake in a school that is not prepared for it, it's very difficult. There was one morning that I remember like it was yesterday. We arrived at school very early that day. It was still empty, and we played with my brother Javier before going into the classroom. Miss Marisa was always there, even earlier than us, always happy to see us.
Hola, profe, buenos días.
Buenos días, Rosita. Buenos días, Javier. Hoy día vamos a hacer sumas y vamos a hablar del sistema solar.
Profe, ¿puedo ir a jugar fútbol?
Todavía es temprano.
Profe, ¿qué pasa?
Terremoto, mi amor, terremoto. Vamos afuera. Ya saben lo que tienen que hacer. Afuera, a zona segura. Chica, vamos rápido. Chica, debajo del equipo del sino. Las manos en la cabeza. Vamos.
That day, after the earthquake, the classroom was damaged. Unfortunately, we were not harmed. I remember after that, we spent many months in a temporary school, unable to return to our classroom or to our normal lives. It was then I decided to be an engineer. I understood that we live in a seismically active country and that it's not earthquakes that kill people, but collapsing buildings do. As engineers, we're able to study different solutions to improve the performance of school buildings during an earthquake. An evidence-based approach is key to developing an affordable, non-disruptive solution which can be applied in thousands of school buildings nationwide. We found out that for this specific type of school building in my country, the best solution is steel bracing. With this retrofitting in place and proper emergency plans, the community is safer during seismic events, and children can also go back to school and continue learning without interruption. Today, my own daughter attends the same school where I studied. The school is now retrofitted with the solution we developed. As parents, we're always worried about our children. but I know that if an earthquake occurs, now my daughter will be safer at school.
The Global Program for Safer School provided technical assistance to the Ministry of Education in Peru to design the first national school infrastructure plan, including a seismic vulnerability reduction program. In countries like Peru, which are exposed to earthquakes and other natural hazards, the lives of children are at risk and the development of their full potential jeopardized. Reducing vulnerability for school infrastructure is a global challenge. A global estimate indicates that the education sector may face on average 2,500 fatalities and $3 to $4 billion in economic losses due to earthquake and tropical cyclone events. To address this global challenge, solutions at scale are needed. The Global Program for Safer School aims to boost large-scale investments to improve the safety and resilience of school infrastructure at risk from natural hazards and enhance the quality of learning environments for children.